In this video, we'll dive deep into what causes insulin resistance and perhaps more importantly, what you can do about it. You'll discover specific foods that can transform your health, tips for a more restorative sleep, and much more. Let's get right into it and answer the core question. Insulin is a hormone that helps your body use the sugars from food you eat. It acts like a key, letting glucose into your cells to give them energy. When you have insulin resistance, your cells don't open up to let the sugar in, even though there's plenty going around in your blood. As a result, your body has to make more and more insulin to force cells to respond, and over time, this can wear out the part of your pancreas that makes the insulin. You usually can't tell if you have insulin resistance just by how you feel, because in its early stages, the condition won't have any symptoms. But there are certain factors that can put you at greater risk. So let's look at the causes of insulin resistance, starting with belly and organ fat. Belly and organ fat are major culprits. I know it can be annoying to hear, but if you've been told to lose weight, it really does make a difference. A 2014 study published in Nature found that as fat builds up around your organs, also known as visceral fat, it skyrockets inflammation, making your body less responsive to insulin. So if you're carrying extra weight around your middle, losing just 5 to 10% makes a big difference to reduce insulin resistance. The next factor, having constantly high insulin levels. Constantly high insulin levels, or hyperinsulinemia, actually makes your body less sensitive to insulin over time. Think of it like constantly yelling at someone to do something. Eventually, they start tuning you out. Your body does exactly the same thing when insulin levels are consistently high. A 2021 study showed that hyperinsulinemia may come first before insulin resistance. That means that high insulin isn't just a result of insulin resistance, but it can cause it too. The good news is that lowering your insulin levels through the strategies we'll discuss next can break this cycle and make your body respond properly again. The next cause is inflammation. Even low-grade inflammation makes your body less responsive. There are many causes of inflammation, but toxic food is the biggest problem today. Excess intake of omega-6 fatty acids from things like vegetable oils and processed foods significantly increase inflammation and insulin resistance. A 2015 study in the journal Lipids in Health and Disease discussed how omega-6 fatty acids like palmitic acid can act as pro-inflammatory molecules that contribute to insulin resistance in various organs. Over time, this consistent low-level inflammation makes your body less sensitive to insulin. At the same time, insulin resistance can lead to more inflammation, creating yet another vicious cycle. To combat this, try increasing your intake of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are considered one of the most potent anti-inflammatory agents available in the diet. The best sources include fatty fish, flax seeds, and walnuts, but many people don't consume enough of these. Likewise, sugar and refined carbohydrates skyrocket inflammation in a similar way. Do your best to limit sugar, refined carbs, and omega-6 foods, or remove them from your diet completely. Next, you can also develop insulin resistance through physical inactivity. Having a sedentary lifestyle makes your body less responsive to insulin. In fact, a 2018 study found that just 2 weeks of reduced physical activity led to increased insulin resistance, higher blood sugar levels, and other negative changes in otherwise healthy adults. Inversely, regular exercise is one of the best ways to improve insulin sensitivity. When you move your body, you use more glucose, which helps lower blood sugar levels. Even a single bout of moderate exercise can boost insulin sensitivity by over 50% in the hours afterwards. The American Diabetes Association recommends getting at least 150 minutes per week of moderate aerobic activity like brisk walking, spread out over at least 3 days. Studies show that moving immediately after eating is more beneficial than at other times of the day, so make a regular habit of just going on a walk after lunch or dinner. Avoiding long periods of sitting is important too, so try to get up and move around for a few minutes every hour. Taking it a step further, the next factor is muscle mass. Your muscles play a key role in using up glucose from your bloodstream. The more muscle mass you have, the better. Mitochondria are tiny structures inside your cells that act like power plants, converting glucose from food into energy your body can use. Muscles play a key role because they use a lot of glucose, so having more muscle helps lower blood sugar and makes your body more efficient at using insulin. In fact, skeletal muscle accounts for about 80% of the glucose your body takes in from food. A 2011 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that higher muscle mass is associated with significantly better insulin sensitivity and lower risk of prediabetes. Losing muscle mass and strength with age is common. Aches and pains or just the daily challenges of life can often get in the way. But it really is a case of use it or lose it, and maintaining at least some muscle can significantly reduce your risk of insulin resistance and other disease. Work within your capabilities and find exercise that you can do consistently. Resistance training, yoga, or weight training are the ultimate way to get your mitochondria running efficiently, but even gentle things like walking, swimming, or an aqua gym are going to help. Your muscles will also benefit from consuming adequate protein because protein is the source material for muscles. The general guideline is about 0.8 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight from sources like meat, fish, eggs, and legumes. The more exercise you do, the more you'll need. Okay, before we move on to the top 3 major causes, let's quickly cover a few other factors that can happen at different stages of life. Puberty, pregnancy, and menopause are times when hormonal changes can make the body less responsive to insulin. Likewise, as we get older, our risk of insulin resistance also goes up. Some medications, like steroids and certain antipsychotic drugs, can also impair insulin sensitivity. Your genes also play a role. People with certain genetic variants have decreased insulin sensitivity, so if diabetes or insulin resistance runs in your family, you may be more prone to developing it yourself. While you can't control factors like aging and genetics, knowing your risk can help you to stay proactive and to focus on the things that you can control. Now back to the main list with something that many of us accept as just a normal part of life: stress. Believe it or not, stress can be a major factor in developing insulin resistance. When you're under stress, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These stress hormones cause your blood sugar to rise so that you have more energy to deal with the danger. It's our evolutionary fight or flight response. In the short term, this can be helpful, but over time, chronically high cortisol can lead to insulin resistance. Prolonged stress causes your body to release glucose from the liver while also making muscle and fat cells less sensitive to insulin. Basically, stress puts your body in a state where insulin can't do its job properly. Even a single episode of acute stress can be enough to cause temporary insulin resistance. And the more often you're stressed, the more likely it is to impact your metabolism in the long run. While you can't avoid all stress, managing it is important for keeping blood sugar in check. Things like exercise, meditation, and therapy can help. If you're going through a particularly stressful time, be extra mindful of healthy habits like eating well, staying active, and getting enough sleep. Which brings us to not sleeping enough. Not sleeping enough makes your body less sensitive to insulin. Many studies show that a significant link between short sleep duration and higher insulin resistance. Even in healthy young adults, not getting enough sleep for just a few days can decrease insulin sensitivity by 25 to 30%. Over time, this can take people from having normal blood sugar to prediabetes. Sleep disorders like sleep apnea are also a major risk factor for insulin resistance and diabetes. Also, part of the problem is our modern hustle culture that glorifies consistent work and sleep deprivation. But skimping on sleep backfires, as it actually makes you less productive and more prone to sicknesses. So, how much sleep do you need? As a general rule, experts recommend 7 to 9 hours per night for adults. Try to go to bed at the same time every night because this stabilizes your circadian rhythm, the hormones which help your body to function automatically. Stop using your mobile phone and devices at least an hour before bed because the blue light interrupts melatonin production, which is the calming hormone that helps us drift off to sleep peacefully. Are you finding this useful? If so, click the like button, click subscribe, and turn on notifications if you haven't already. That will help you see our new videos as we release them. If you've got a question, a tip to share, or a request for a new video, leave us a comment. Okay, the next major cause is imbalanced gut bacteria. An imbalanced gut microbiome is one of the most destructive factors, yet doctors don't talk about it very much. A sluggish microbiome causes insulin resistance, poor nutrient absorption, brain fog, and even weakens our immunity. Those tiny microbes in your gut play a big role in how your body uses insulin and processes glucose. They help break down fibers into substances that improve insulin sensitivity and reduce harmful inflammation. Plus, they protect the lining of your gut, preventing the whole host of extra complications you don't want to deal with, like leaky gut syndrome. To support your gut, eat plenty of probiotic foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, or natto. These contain live, beneficial bacteria which colonize your gut when you eat them regularly. And don't forget about prebiotic foods such as garlic, onions, and beans, which actually feed the good bacteria. For more of the best foods that are going to help you get insulin resistance under control, watch our video on 15 amazing foods that fix high blood sugar. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.